What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to the channel where we breathe silver and black every single day. If you're hyped about the 2025 season, you're not alone, because today we're diving deep into one of the most exciting transformations we've seen in Las Vegas since the team arrived. There's a new fire burning in the desert, and all signs point to one thing. The Raiders are building a dynamic offense that could shock the entire NFL. And yes, it's more than just hype. It's a full-blown movement happening right now in the Raiders facility. Now, you've probably heard rumblings about this new direction, but let me tell you, it's not just coach talk. According to offensive tackle Kolton Miller, one of the veteran pillars of this team, the vibe inside the building has completely changed. Under Pete Carroll's leadership and with offensive mastermindship Kelly dialing up plays, the energy is different. And Miller isn't just impressed. He's fired up. In fact, he called this offseason one of the most productive he's ever experienced. Miller's excitement isn't just based on gut feeling. It's grounded in what he's seeing on the field. From the way practice is structured to the speed and precision of drills, everything has a new level of intensity. It's not easy, he said. It feels like we're flying around out there. And when a veteran like Kolton Miller says this might be the most effective set of OTAs he's been part of, you listen. This isn't about flash. It's about building a foundation that can dominate on Sundays. And let's not overlook the subtle message in Miller's words. He's not just praising effort. He's talking about execution, detail, and the kind of laser-focused preparation that separates playoff teams from bottom dwellers. That means the Raiders aren't just showing up to work. They're building something special, something fast, something unpredictable, something dynamic. And Raider Nation, that's exactly what we've been waiting for. But what exactly does dynamic mean for this Raiders offense in 2025? Well, let's break it down. When Kolton Miller says dynamic, he's hinting at flexibility, creativity, and constant motion. With Chip Kelly overseeing the offense, we can expect misdirection, tempo, and an array of formations that keep defenses guessing. That's a massive shift from recent years, when the Raiders' offense often felt too predictable, too slow to adjust. This year, expect fireworks and a whole new identity. This offensive reboot isn't just about scheme, it's about culture. Pete Carroll has brought his trademark intensity and competition-first mindset into every meeting room and every rep on the field. And that's rubbing off on the players. Miller emphasized how competition is now the foundation of everything they do. That means no starting job is safe. No rep is wasted. Every young player is being pushed, and every vet is being held accountable. That's the key to sustained success, accountability, and competition. For too long, the Raiders have leaned too heavily on potential instead of performance. But this time, the vibe is different. Pete Carroll isn't letting anyone coast, and Miller, as a leader on this roster, is embracing that fully. "We got to make each other better," he said. Even the young guys need to feel that pressure to perform. That's the kind of leadership that changes franchises, and it's needed badly. The offensive line has been one of the Raiders' most inconsistent units in recent years. Injuries, poor communication, and lack of depth all contributed to an underwhelming performance. But now, with Miller leading and new talent being developed under Carroll's intense practices, there's reason for optimism. This line isn't just rebuilding, it's being re-engineered. And that's going to open up everything for the rest of the offense. Think about what that means for the quarterbacks, for the running backs, and especially for rookie sensation Brock Bowers. A dynamic offensive line means more time in the pocket, cleaner running lanes, and space for playmakers to shine. Chip Kelly's scheme thrives on spacing and quick decisions, and none of that works without a strong line up front. If Miller and his guys hold strong, the Raiders could be one of the most explosive teams in the AFC. Now, let's not kid ourselves. There's still work to do. Training camp hasn't even started yet, and execution in July is a lot different than execution in Week 1 against a playoff-caliber defense. But the signs are there. The structure, the urgency, the leadership, it's all lining up. In Raider Nation, we've seen too many false starts in the past. But this one feels like something real. something that could finally deliver results on the scoreboard. What's really exciting is that we're seeing veterans and young players working side by side in harmony. Miller mentioned how he sees it as his job to mentor the younger guys. That's huge, because this team isn't just relying on rookies. They're blending experience with hunger. That creates a competitive culture where every player knows they matter and every rep counts. And when the locker room believes in the mission, that's when teams start to rise. Miller also praised Chip Kelly's approach to offensive design. He didn't give too much away, of course, but he dropped some hints. He said the offense has a lot of plays and emphasized how important communication and technique are. That suggests we'll see a wide-ranging playbook this year, with multiple looks and constant adjustments. That's tough for any defense to prepare for, and it gives the Raiders a serious edge if they execute. That level of complexity is something Raider fans should get excited about. In recent years, we've seen too many 3-and-outs, too many stale drives, and not enough urgency. This year, we're hearing words like tempo, execution, and variation. Those aren't just buzzwords. They're signs of an offense evolving into something modern and dangerous. And with a veteran tackle like Miller anchoring the edge, that system has a real shot to take off. Let's also talk about the psychological edge. Pete Carroll's coaching philosophy is as much about mindset as it is about XS and OS. When players feel empowered and focused, their performance elevates. We've already seen it happen in Seattle. Now it's happening in Vegas. That culture shift is going to be critical when the Raiders face adversity. Because let's be honest, every NFL season comes with challenges. The question is, how do you respond? In Raider Nation, based on what we're hearing, this team is built to respond with fire. They're training like contenders. They're preparing like professionals. And most importantly, they're believing in something bigger than themselves. That's the heart of a true Raider team. One that doesn't just show up, but shows out. And one that fights, claws, and earns every single yard. That's what Pete Carroll is demanding. And it's what the silver and black faithful deserve. So let's bring it all home. This offense isn't just about plays and players. It's about identity. It's about reclaiming what it means to be a Raider. Physical, unpredictable, relentless. Colton Miller sees it. Pete Carroll demands it. And Chip Kelly is designing it. Now it's up to the players to bring it to life. If they do, we're looking at one of the most exciting Raiders offenses we've seen in over a decade.